Boom, boom. This is Scanner. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got Soul Land Reloaded up today. So, the joint server celebration is still going on, so you might want to take some really good stuff in here. I've already finished it all, but, some SS upgrade materials. So, but you should definitely take part in Awakening chest tickets. So, this is going to be going on today. It's the last day, so get it while it's there. Um, we got a new event up. So a lot of people have been asking why I have not been investing a lot of into my spirit souls, um, except for the two main ones, and that's simply because of the fact that I knew that they were going to be coming out with more SS ones, and as predicted, they have. So we've got the three-headed lion here, or also, I'm sorry, the three-eyed lion, golden lion. It's got an interesting little set. It wield the golden flame claw and a golden flame fireball to attack the current target. So this is a fireball. So I'm assuming we're talking about ranged damage here. So you might want to put this, on one of your ranged characters, preferable to your tank or something like that, who's doing melee. Dealing magic damage with a 70% chance to reduce target's crit by 5% for 6 seconds. One thing about it does have a shield. Three-eyed golden lion enters the battlefield with 400. After casting its ultimate, the team will deal 10% additional PvE damage. So that's going to be a boost to PvE. That's very good, which makes this probably one of the best ones out there. It roars to the sky and summons the golden flame shield to protect all allied soul masters. Now, this shield holds priority over all individual shields. So if you are running a shield team for the treant and stuff like that, we normally use the shield. You want to use the shield team to prevent the bramble when it comes up out of the ground and whatnot. You can shield that if you time your shield properly. You can prevent a lot of that damage from actually happening. But this one overtakes all individual shields. This is going to be massive. So if you do not have any type of shielding on your team, this might be definitely a soul beast that you might definitely want to consider putting in the forefront and using most of the time. And it absorbs a total of 25% of the allies' maximum hit points plus 620% of the, I guess that's of the attack for 8 seconds of its attack. I'm not sure what that is. A little misappropriation there on the English language. When deployed, soul spirits when held the main soul mastery with the grease factor of 26%. Okay, is cast every 12 seconds. A golden flame divine shield is cast on the allied soul master with the lowest hit points. That's really good right there. Anytime you can have a directional heal or a directional block in this case, applying a shield on the lowest hit points. Anytime you can have something that's very useful and it's directed at something that needs it, that makes it a little bit more useful. So this looks like a really good soul beast in terms of survivability. So this might be one that you want to take. So you'll be able to get 90 today, as always. So you need 120 to make it, but I still haven't purchased the 30 that you can purchase yet. As you can see, I'm running a little bit low, but I was going to actually purchase it. So this is the 30. Okay, so this is what you'll be able to get. You'll be able to get 90. Okay, now in terms of this event, they're also having the White Soul Orb event, which is basically just a way for you to purchase stuff using this White Soul Orb. In the resource sale, you can get 20 of them here. And then actually, the Soul Beast Phase, you should definitely complete this over a 3-day period to get a lot of that as well. And that will give you the ability to purchase stuff inside of the exchange here. You can get, I already purchased, you can get the remainder of the 30 right here to give you the 90. So you should be able to get, I'm sorry, this is the 60, the 30, and the other was that's the 90. Free to play, of course. There are other ways to get, of course, others. But then the rest of that is they got some pretty nice stuff in here. This I'm not. If you're into the A plus, if you're just starting, it might be something to consider. Definitely want to go with this one, of course. So this will be my second one, trying to get all 12 of these. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough of the orbs to purchase all 12 of these. And then if I have any left over, I'll of course put them in the Awakening uh, wood. That would be your next choice. And then after that, it's just hit or miss. I mean, anything that you need. If you're doing some A pluses, then you might want to do that. So that would be my choice. And of course, as you get up, you get that. And then, of course, as always, they will give you a choice to purchase some shards here and some other stuff. So some of the purchases in here they're a little pricey, but some of them sometimes if I don't spend any money, I haven't spent any money on this game as of yet. Um, Not too sure about the purchase in this, but you need to take a look at these. I look at these simply because of the fact that every now and then it seems like they come back down to earth and realize that uh, you can make more money if you have good packages at a reasonable price, and they do that every now and then. Not often, but every now and then they do. So I peek in here. So this is really this is not very reasonable to me. It's only 360 diamonds. None of this is good. Now maybe if they'd thrown that 700 wood in here, then this would be something that you might want to go for if you're willing to spend a little bit of money on the game at this time. But some of these packs just don't hit it. Um, like this pack should be right here. Okay, and this is useless. This is useless. Okay, and one shard. So basically, what for? No, give me 99 cents and give me 3 shards, and this would be something that people would look at. I don't know why they understand that you're going to get more purchasing and you're going to make more money if you do that, but I'm not sure. The wiring scheme. It's not too bad in this game, but in some games it's even worse, believe it or not. Uh, so let's go ahead and talk about Soulbones since we've had some people requesting. I've actually had 3 people DM, and I actually had one on YouTube actually request about the Soulbone videos. All right, so Soulbones are, well, what's the best way to describe a soul? Soulbones are they're very, very important in terms of protection. Okay, what I like about the Soulbone feature is the fact that they're not going to have a whole new item to make a Soulbone. To make an SS Soulbone, as you can see right here, it just takes the fusion, which is these balls right here. Okay. Now, in terms of which Soulbones are the best, there are 3 types of Soulbones that are available. The first is the standard 2 Soulbones, which are available in the Soulbone shop, which is right here. These are the 2. So you've got the yellow ones and you've got the orange ones. Now the orange ones, this is a defense set. So this would be the one that you would want to preferably put on your tank. Okay. This one right here is a hit point set. Okay. So this one might be something that you might want to put on your healer to give her a little bit more hit points for survivability. And it would not be out of the realm of possibility to stick a defense set on your healer as well either to give her more defense. Okay. But that's what they're primarily for, and these are available in the shop. Of course, all of them take this token, unfortunately. So it's a little bit difficult to get the tokens, but as you can see, I've been saving the tokens up. Okay, so when I get the problem right now is I really don't have enough to actually, once I get enough for one, I'll purchase one. Okay, now these are not the best Soulbones. Okay, the best Soulbones are the Soulbones that only come in a chest, and they are the attack set Soulbones, and that's these right here. The red, so you've got orange and yellow in the shop. They're not bad. Those should be the ones that you focus on with your tokens and with your Soulbone currency. Okay, because those are the ones you want to get. Okay, they're good. But the actual best set in the game is the ones that right here. This is the attack set. Okay, so what I mean by that is its set attribute is attack for 2 pieces. Okay, so that's how you describe what attack set. This one you cannot buy in the shop. This is only available through the chests. The chests will come out at various times. There's no rhyme, no reason as to when the chest comes out. They just, every event I look for a chest. Like in the last event that they had last week, they had a bunch of chests, and I went and spent a lot of Kurtz, and I spent a lot of running Soul Beast Invasion to get all the chests. Okay, you do want to do that because that's the only way to get them. And I was able to almost complete a set, another set. I've got it temporarily sitting right out here on Chen. It's just sitting here right now. I'm waiting to get this last piece. Once I get this last piece, I'll start leveling it up, and I'll be putting this on Tank Sand. Okay, and I'll move this, the hit point set that I have on Tank Sand. I'll be moving that over to Ayin, and so forth. So that's what you want to do at this point. Okay, so this is the best set that you want to focus on. So don't do like I did, and the first one, I was just fascinated, but I wanted to see what it would do, and I really wasn't paying attention, and I actually took my first SS for this set right here, which is, it's okay. You know, I will eventually be SSing all of this, but I would have liked to have done that on my attack set first, because that would have been, you know, where you want to do it. But yeah, this is all takes fusion, and as you can see, the fusion cost for this red set, okay, is 90, and the fusion. Notice this: the fusion set cost for this is also 90. So there's no difference in the actual sets; they're actually the same. So they're, even though the red set is actually a little bit better, it doesn't cost any more to actually do it. So the first is 90, second set is 65. So you can see the price is going to go down a little bit after you've done the first SS Plus on it, just to rank it up, which is good. I think 90 is a tad bit on the steep side. There's really not a lot of places to get these things. There's some in the shop, but it's in the events that you really have to participate in. Is it just, which shop is it? I'm looking for it here. Give me a second here. I gotta track it down. Here it is. Spirit Sources. You can get like I think 24 of these on a weekly basis, but it comes inside of the this is really difficult. This is the high end event. I don't get in this all the time. Okay, this is it's right out of the Silver Weiss event, which is you have to form a party, and basically you form a party, and not everybody's going to get in. Okay, so you have to actually form a party when the event closes and set up, and you try to pick someone at roughly in the same place that you are in terms of what your BP. As you can see, I'm at 203 million. So any one of these 203s, see, that's way low. You know, so I'll pick somebody, you know, some around in this area right here. I already applied for today, so hopefully our team will get in. But so this is a sort of high-end event, and once you get into it and you do participate in it, you can get quite a bit of these the gold ones, the gold tokens, and they have the silver tokens. You can see I have quite a bit of the silver tokens. Silver tokens can be used to purchase some, you know, essence and some of the materials and whatnot. So it's not bad, not a bad choice at all. But yeah, the gold ones are the what you win. As you can see, that's the first thing I do whenever I get any of these gold tokens. I immediately purchase all of these Spirit Source, because really, this is the only way to actually get them. This is the only shop that has them, and they're out in the fence. So if you do see a chest that has some of those in it, you should definitely want to focus on those as well. Okay, so once you do those, that'll take your soul bone to SS plus, okay, which is the max for the soul bone. So I like that. I didn't want them. I noticed that they weren't coming out with SS soul bones. All the soul bones were S, and there were no. You know, by this time they'd had SS hidden weapons, they'd had SS tools, they'd had SS soul beasts, but there were no SS soul bones coming out. And now we know why. It's because there is none. S soul bones are what you make. So focus on making your S soul bones, and then you will advance them up and fuse them up into SS plus, which is the max for your soul bones. I would focus on the red sets first. Okay, like I say, the attack set is the best for an attacker. I mean, you can put attacks, on all characters, but getting these is not difficult. Like I said, they only come in the chests. Okay, so how do you level them up? Well, it's it's basically you need a bunch of different mats to do it. Um, but those mats are already available. You just need to look for them when they come out for them. They're around and they're in the events. You just need to look for them. So basically, what you're doing is you've got breakthrough. Breakthrough takes the soul bone up to uh, just like you when you break through and you enhance your items. It takes it into blue, and this will take it out of here. It'll go into purple. Okay, and now see there it's purple now. You see, and that's what you're doing. Okay, so that's all that is. Enhancement is the same as well. This costs a little bit of gold. When I do it, I just enhance the entire set. I've got one piece of ape armor here, so I don't want to because I don't want to focus on that right now. I'm still a little bit short on getting the one. Advancement is this is what takes it to. If you noticed on my other ones, it said like it had like the 2R. That means I've advanced this through, and as you can see, it takes these little. So it's right. As you can see, getting these things is not really difficult in terms that it's just normal mats that you get from playing the game. What I do is every 2 or 3 days I will have what I call an enhancement session, and basically I'll go in and look and see what I need to enhance soul bones and things like that, and I'll jot it down on a sheet that I keep here beside the computer, and that way whenever I log into the game and mats come up, and there's always mats in every event, and I'll see which mats I need, and those are the mats that I prioritize purchasing. You have to keep track of it because there's just so much stuff. So as you can see, we've got 2 items right here. We've got 2 items right here, but that's gold. But a 3rd item, and then this straight we got a 4th item. Okay, and now we've got the breakthrough, which takes them up to SS plus. So that's like 5 types of materials you need for overall enhancement of your soul bones. So it's not really easy to grasp, and it's a little bit much in terms of tracking. But like I say, so that's what it is. So this is doing your soul bones is going to be a long-term item. I mean, getting these until they make these a little bit more prevalent. As you can see, Silverwise shop and in-game events. As I said before, sometimes you'll see a chest. So this is at the top of my list for every single event. I look and see if they have these. They do have these in the 3 out of 9 event, but they are unfortunately not inside of the free option. They're only inside of the time limited pack. You can see 275 right here. Okay, so that would be enough to bring up a couple of your probably that'd be enough to bring up about 3 to SS plus. Okay, so yeah, they don't have anything in the free. They do on this login. Nice, they're giving us something from Scorpion. I was able to take my Scorpion up with the first 20 that I got today. I needed 20 to actually bring him up. So I did double up on that. And now, as for the Soul Beast, there's going to be a set. I would assume, based on everything that I've seen, there's going to be 4 of them. You'll have 4 slots available. So let's go ahead and take a look at a 2 set right here. We'll just use Soto Arena as an example. I'll go ahead and buy a slot even though it's 80. If you take a look in here, there's a slot right here, but this only opens up after you light up the Heavenly Dragon Constellation Spirit Secret Soul Manual. That is located inside of the actual right here. It's this little icon right up here at the top. So you have to complete this actual constellation before you're able to actually use it. Unfortunately, to advance through, you have to complete one entire section in certain cases. Like I can go ahead and start on this one right now, but to get to this one, I'm going to have to fully unlock 12. So that means I'm going to have to completely light this up. So this is going to be another long-term item, but there will be usefulness for up to 4 of them. Each team will be able to have 2. But you're going to talk, that's like way up in the future. You can get this essence. You can get it in a battle pass, and you can get it in a spirit shop. I always make sure to purchase I make sure that I get my daily limit on them. I have it. You should be setting your shop up inside the assistant. You should be using the shop setting. Go through all these. I've got all these set up, and I adjust it as needed based on items that I need, and that's when I do the purchases, so that I make sure that I get everything and I don't miss anything. Because that's the easiest way. See that's always say. For me to do this singularly, it'd probably take it about 10 to 15 minutes. I can just do it, in 30, 10 to 15 seconds, just doing it like that. You should hit this twice a day. I hit it once in the morning, I hit it once in the evening to go through the shop and set stuff up. But that's it that we got for. So Three-Eyed Golden Lion, another SS Soul Beast, which is, it's good. I like him. He's got a nice look to him. It looks like it's, so like I said, ranged is what we're looking at here. It's got a shield, so if you're looking for some type of shielding for your team, he has one, and it overrides all individual shields, so that works out for me. I was looking for, do have a shield. Occasionally get one for 10, but having another one can't hurt, especially because of the fact that you really need a shield. If you want to progress inside of the treant, you're going to need something with the shield, because when he does his bramble attack that comes up out of the ground, it can really knock you down. So having a shield mitigates a lot of that damage. Doesn't quite completely eliminate it, but it does mitigate it pretty well. Continue with this event for the actual Mahjong shards, because he's an SS character and they're free. So you just got to log in. So you might as well take part in it. The weekly gift bag, I've already purchased all these out. As I said, you should be going through all this stuff. All this was really good in here this week. They went out of their way to give us a lot of good stuff. Awakening keys and whatnot, things that are difficult. So I'm on the whole. We should be having the Clear Sky event come up for its final time here sometime within the next week or so. And that'll allow everybody to get their hands on the SS Plus character. I'm waiting for him. I've got a bunch of stuff saved up for him specifically, so once I get him, I'll be able to bring him up. And he'll definitely be, become a staple. Probably in my priority 1 team, and then I'll probably move one of the other characters into team 2 to make team 2 a little bit stronger. Because in the in-game events require 2 teams, so you need to focus on 2 teams. Once you start getting up, I'd say I started at about 50, maybe 60. I started really focusing on 2 teams because I knew that all the in-game events usually involve 2 teams. So if you don't have 2 teams, you can't really become very successful. Because you want to score as high as you can in these events, simply because of the fact that I'm already out. Because the better you do, the more currency you get, which means the more items you can purchase from within the shop. That's basically what it equates to. So better you do, the more match you get. And the more match you get, the fastest you can level stuff up. So yeah, we'll be making that leap. Once Clear Sky comes out, then we'll have that. We're expecting the next SS Plus. Everybody's saying it's probably going to be Sea God Tank San, which, if you watch the anime, that's what the trials that they went through on the Sea God to become the next Sea God. So that's probably what we're going to see. So it's really all that we can at this point, because it's got to be a match for Clear Sky Tang. So there's really only 2 matches for him in terms of fusion that would work. That's Ayen, who is his wife, and that's Tang San, who's his son. So it's probably going to have to be Tang San. So as for when it comes out, soon. I would expect it sometime this spring. So I would expect it sometime within the next few months. We'll start seeing it. As you can see, it's right here. Really, Tang San is the only one who would fit here in terms of fusion. Ayen was his wife, and their son, Tang Heo's and Ayen's, was Tang San. So he's really the only one that works at this point. But like I said, the event should be coming out. Should be able to get the last 20 what we need to make him. It's the same thing they did with the Ayen. Even though Ayen was SS, they had her event, Tree of Eternity. It came out 3 times. I actually got it on the second one, but they had another one right after that for those who might not have been fortunate enough to get all of the shards. There was no option without paying to get the shards for Tango. So you're going to have to, SS Plus carriers, you're probably going to have to detail 3 events to actually get it. But it should be coming out pretty soon, and they'll offer the last 20 that we need to get it. I've been looking for it, but haven't seen it as of yet. But expect it pretty soon. From them, we're going to have to jump up. I've been saving a lot of mats. I've got a lot of mats saved up. As you can see, I got a bunch of S plus shards here. Okay, that's a bunch right there. I'll be almost able to take him up to 3-star, possibly 4-star. Okay, and then we have the chest for him to awaken one of his I'm also starting to build up a little bit of a buffer inside of the actual exchange point. As you can, I've got 13. That is enough to purchase his weapon twice. I want to get this to around 17 because 17 would allow me to purchase it once, awaken once, then purchase it 2 more times to do a double awakening, which would greatly increase his power. I should see a big boost on my BP after that. And then we'll be picking up on Oscar, and that'll pretty much be everything for the second team that I'm going right now. SS plus Ayen, I will of course obtain her. I'm not exactly sure. I assume we're going to have. I'm sorry, not SS Ayen, SS Tang San. I will of course try to get the character. So that's why I'm being a little hesitant as to which way the team's going to go. I mean, running a team of SS Plus is going to be difficult. It's difficult running a team of 2 teams of SSs in terms of the mats and stuff you can get. So I have to see which way is feasible, how much of a difference it's going to make in terms of is it going to be is Sea God Tang San going to be better than the current SS Tang San that we have? How much better is he going to be? He's always going to be better because he's an SS Plus, but how much better will he be? So. Yeah, it's something that you might get the character and work on it on the side. Then once it becomes powerful enough, you just slide it in. That's what that's what we do a lot. It's also what's making me a little bit hesitant on the S characters that I have. Okay, now if you do look at your thing, you'll notice that there is a slot for a support 3-level support inside of. Let me see here if we can see it inside of normal. I'm pretty sure we can. I have to sweep it. But let's take a look inside of not Soto Arena because that's 2. But there are 3 sets coming up. So we're starting to see, and we will be seeing a 3rd set for our actually. So you're going to have support 1, which will be your main team, support 2, and then support 3. So there's obviously going to be room for more characters. So I would assume another 4. Is there going to be any 3-team events out there? I don't know. There possibly could be sometime in the future. We just have to see. So, but I'm being a little hesitant on the S's because I'm not exactly sure when they're coming out. It just shows the lock right now on any ones where you look at it. The support 3 is always locked. So it's not an option to utilize it yet, but I assume it probably will be coming out. They've actually finished the thing right here. As you see, when you hit 80, this down here in the corner ends. Okay, nothing else to go. So I assume this will update, and they'll say support position 9 unlockable, which would put us into the third tier of support, which is currently, as I said, locked. So. But yeah, so expect that. So expansion is going to be there. So the more ones you up, and then what we'll have to determine is what we're going to do with those S characters in the support team. as they'll be, be rolling them out, of course, as we come. In terms, you're going to need 3 healers, so the current you're going to have to pick up an S healer, Ayen preferably. So if they do have 3 teams, so there's a lot of stuff to position in front of the future. I'm just waiting for Clear Sky to come out before I do my next big jump in terms of leveling out the characters and stuff. But we'll see what happens. It happens when it happens. All right. So yeah, I hope that was all your questions. If you got questions, just hit me up in the comments, and I'll be happy to do a video discussing it. But moving along, I'm at 203. As I said, I'd probably be at 200, and I did. And we just keep moving on, and I'll do a video in a few days, and hopefully at the end of this 3-eyed golden line, we'll see the Clear Sky event come up, so we can get those last shards, because it's sort of in a holding pattern at this point. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time I drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as that tickles the YouTube algorithm pink, and they will show the video to more people. All right, so this is Kendra coming at you from the corner, signing out.